to rummage through it in the dark, in the freezing cold. Sorry about my sniffles. It's from the cold, not my cocaine problem. Knock it off. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to another boring episode of What's Slick Doing in His Backyard. It's Monday night. I haven't been out here much because it's been brutally cold. Hold on. All right, let me shut this down before I get demonetized. But quick question. Does it make me a homo if I like Heart? They're a couple of their harder songs. Does that make me homo? Because I was listening to Journey in my last video, and Hippie said, yeah, you're a homo if you listen to Journey alone. And I was like, well, I would think you would want to listen to them alone because you wouldn't want people to hear that you're listening to Journey. But anyway, so real quick, I don't know what this video is going to be about because I'm doing a bunch of multiple things. But let me just show you what I'm doing right now. So I want to get the Shovelhead, I want to get the O-ring changed on the rocker arm shaft cap or plug or whatever you want to call it. I want to get that changed, and I'd like to put those cable holders on that Billy gave me. I want to do that because the end of this week, it's going to be, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday are going to be in the 50s. Friday is going to be in the 60s. So I want to do some riding. The last bike I had out was the Panhead, so I want to take out the Shovelhead tonight, later this week when it's warmer. So I want to do these little things to her that I promised to her, and take her for a ride this week. Going to be doing a lot of things. I don't know what this video is going to be about. Ski's coming over. We should be finishing up his 71 Harley Davidson Rapido. He should be getting it out of here this week, but we'll see what's happening. I think I might have to go to Nick's and rummage for some parts. So maybe I'll take you guys there. But anyway, let's show you where I'm at with this. So I took the cap off. All right. The O-ring is square and hard as a rock. It's all squared out and flat. But I also found, and some guys, they're dangerous with silicone because you can ruin things with bikes. When you overdo silicone, someone siliconed all around the cap. It smushed its way in to there. I had to clean all that out, get all those little pieces out because I don't want that, clogging up passages that'll, hinder my oil flow. That's why silicone is dangerous sometimes on motorcycles. But I'm going to go ahead and slap this on there, put a little lithium grease on it so it don't go in there dry and don't cut or chafe itself. And then put the cap on there. So that's that. Look at this shit. Silicone, dug this out of there. That's no good. Keep away from that silicone as much as possible. They probably didn't have an O-ring at the time, so they put some schmooze on the cap and went for it. Probably worked for a while, but then eventually it starts to give way. And that shit could get into your bike passages and whatnot. So I'm going to try it without any silicone. Just going to put the new O-ring in and pray for the best. There's a bunch of things I want to do tonight. I want to do up these little things on the Shovelhead. Yeah, these things that Billy gave me. I want to put these on that hold the cables in place. Each side I got one. So you get the point. Because it rubs nasty black stuff and rubs my nacelle raw. That's no good. No good for the cable either. So that'll hold that away from there. Hopefully I'll start this bike up in this video. She hasn't been started in probably 2 months. She's icy cold. Cold blue. I did get this, took this inner primary to work that I have to weld on. I have it sandblasted, and hopefully you can see the little cracks. I just gotta TIG weld that back together so it doesn't continue to crack and get worse if I ever had it on a bike. So there's that. I can do that weld. Waiting on things for the flathead, but I did get some parts in. I'm waiting on this. I just called Carl's Cycle Supply today, and they said it's in the mail. They sent it. The new fuel shutoff valve. Theirs comes with a fuel rod that has a peak tip on it. I think it's the same people that make peak seals, intake seals, and theirs comes with a peak end or tip, so that should probably be pretty badass. I'd like to get into stripping down the old linker, strip her all down, because I got my, I ordered a new rebuild kit for linker M51 through 45 Restoration Parts, a company out of New York. My buddy up there, I talked with him quite a few times now. The owner, his name is Abe. I call him Abe Lincoln. But it's a deluxe kit, so it gives you everything you need. Every little bushing, every little thing. I'm not going to be getting into every little bushing. I don't need every little thing done. I just need to get it cleaned up. I want to look into the float and seat and see what's actually going on there, but all brand new stuff. This is the name of the company. They're out of New York. Really nice guy too. And he primarily sells 45-inch parts, but he does sell flathead big twin, and he get panhead stuff and whatnot. The other cool thing about this kit is it came with the rubber ducky float. I don't believe I have a rubber ducky float in there, but I have something similar. It's not the rubber ducky brand, but this is the rubber ducky float that everyone raves about. So hope it's better quality. It should be, since everyone raves about it so much. All the gaskets and whatnot. So I'm going to get in and tear apart this dirty girl, get her stripped down, and get the parts and the ultrasonic cleaner and all that kind of shit. So yeah, and I'm ordering up one of these tomorrow with this company, 45 Restoration Parts. He can get me one of these in get me it in cadmium or some other type of cadmium, he said, that's shinier than regular cadmium. Need that to put this back up on the bike once I install the new fuel valve. I do have to go to Nick's tomorrow and get some parts, scrounge around. And I gotta take a look for a second gear and an early 3-speed transmission from my buddy Ralph up in Canada. He's having trouble finding one, and I got some people I can call. I'm going to take a look at Nick's, and then I'll call that guy from New York. He'll probably get it for me faster than I could find it in Nick's. He probably has bucket loads of gears at Nick's, and I probably won't be able to find it as fast as I could with that guy. Anyway, let me dig back into this, and I'll bring you back.
A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Two American kids doing the best they can.
All right, guys, it's the next day. I'm headed out to Nick's Custom Cycles. I want to see if maybe he has that second gear for Ralph for this 3-speed transmission. I highly doubt it. The 45 restoration guy can get it, so we always have that option. But I just want to go to Nick's anyway. I want to rummage around. I want to finish going through his colony wall and looking for little pieces of hardware that I need or need to stock up on. So maybe I'll do a little filming. All right, I'll bring you guys back when I get there. All right, guys, we're here. Let's see what's shaking up in here. What's up, Nick?
How you doing?
What's going on?
What are you tinkering with?
I want to know if you can help me. I have a friend up in Canada,
Right?
and he needs a second gear for an early 3-speed transmission. Would you have anything like that?
Three-speed big twin?
I think it's for Servy car.
Okay, because they're different.
I have an OEM part number,
All right.
and I'm having a hard time finding it online. You know what I mean?
Well, Warren passed away. He had 45 restorations. up
Yeah,
there in
but
New York. He's gone.
but another guy took over. His name is Abe. I'm dealing with him. He can get me. I'll explain to you in a minute. The OEM part number that my buddy needs is. I can write it down for you. It's 2295-38.
So he went through Ted's catalogs, I guess. and all that.
Well, see, there's an issue. Every time he has a hard time getting something, because he's up in Canada and they have weird shipping laws and strikes and all kinds of stuff like that. You know, he's Canadian. He's weird.
Now they have an old numbering system and a new numbering system. So yours is 22 what?
2295-38.
Okay.
And it has to be 22 tooth. That's the other issue. The 36 is a 22 tooth.
There he is, the
Yo,
man, the
what's
legend.
up, JD? I might not have
See,
that
the early
side.
stuff, 58 and down, had a brass bushing in it. That
Yeah,
don't have
that's
no
the-
brass bushing.
The brass bushing one is a -36, 2295-36.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He loves your place, by the way. Anytime I'm here buying parts, I film some stuff, and he loves this place. Getting out of here? Getting out of here?
I am.
Oh, lucky you.
Getting Nicky lunch. And me.
Lunch. It's dinner time.
All right, 22.99.38.
No, 2295.38. That's the bushing.
That will be a hard gear. So he don't have one, or his is broken, or he just building it up and he
I didn't-
can't find one.
I didn't ask that question. Why is it a hard gear to get?
Well, they changed the ratio because he wants 22 teeth. Okay.
And when I sent him, I found this online,
Yeah.
and he said, I don't have that brass bushing in mine. That's not it. And I go, well, that's because it's a different part number, Ralph.
They're not listing how many teeth on the gear here.
What's your number, though?
Well, it's not even in there.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Why is that part number so hard to find?
Well, if they change the number of teeth, okay.
I was hoping we'd get lucky and you have like a 55-gallon drum full of
I
gears.
got a drawer with that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, we'll go look through the drawer.
Cool.
I'll show you.
Gotta go through a normal fucking break-in on this, otherwise the guy's gonna fuck it up.
Need some light. Got some light. Hey, got lots of bushings. In that picture of his, do you think the bushing is out of it, or it doesn't have a bushing? There's ones without bushings.
You got a 59A gear, but and then there's so I'm going to get you to the drawer with a 59A. This is a 59A gear. See how that's steel all the way across? Okay, that's a 59A. Started in 59. Okay, so it's a set. It's all together. Watch out! Watch your fingers. Don't get hurt. Okay. Okay. Now these are 59As. Okay. Now count one. See how many teeth you got.
Put this down.
Lay this one against there. I think it's smaller. I'm not sure. No, it's the same thing.
Okay, so let me count these.
Okay, so that's what you need.
All right. 1, 2, 3,
Now here's the one with the brass bushing.
21, 22, 23, 24.
And you
24,
want 22,
22,
right?
yeah.
Here, lay that on there.
Yeah, it's definitely smaller.
Right.
But that's with the brass bushing. If this is a
Right.
22, this is the dash 36 gear. All right, let me count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 22. This is a 22, so
right.
this is
now
that
put this
dash.
one against there, right? You'll see. It's less. I mean, this is less. So that's going to be the 3-speed deal.
This one? Well,
this is the common one.
okay. This
This
well,
is what he wants. But
it's
he
not
don't
his
know it.
part number.
Yeah, well,
You think it's, you just don't know it?
yeah, he ain't got his shit together. Okay, that's second. These are all, these are all 59.
Because I sent him a picture of this.
What's that?
This same one.
Yeah.
I found it online.
Right,
And
with 22 teeth?
he didn't want it with that brass bushing in it. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, but he got to get creative.
And he can. He's a super skilled machinist.
Okay. Right. It's 59A. 59 started this style gear.
Yeah, it's got that shoulder on it.
Sure. It goes into the cluster.
Yeah, look how deep that
Here.
shoulder is right there.
Show you the- Here, see here? Look. Deep, shallow. Deep, shallow.
Mm-hmm.
See the pitch difference? Look how that's pointy. Look how that's not. Okay? In other words, that's a cluster. Okay? As for a brass bushing, this one here is
Also
a
a
cluster
cluster.
for 59A. See? 59 and up. So, if he gets this gear that I got here with 22 teeth, that'll make it where you can use it. He's just got to take and make himself up a brass bushing situation. You see how that's shallow?
Yeah.
Shallow. Okay, in other words, that fits on that. The brass bushing. It'll lay against there. Now here's one, they whacked it down. See here? This is see it's got the large diameter, bigger than 22.
His has a shoulder though, that
right.
big shoulder.
It has yeah, but the shoulder's cut down. See? Look. They cut it down so he can use it against the old cluster. That's not what he wants, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
this is the kind of shit you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And that means the first year they made that, they eliminated the brass bushing, and everybody was trying to use these gears because they had a longer thing, didn't wobble as much.
1,
you know, all
2,
positive.
3, 4, 5. Dang, man, dang.
So how much do they want for the one that you can get through the internet?
The brand, I even
The
seen
gear
it.
that you don't like.
This one I seen, I think 140. Like new old stock
Yeah.
even. So it's just not going to happen the way he wants it.
Right.
How come we can't find that part number that's in the damn that he has in his manual? He says it's set up for a 65 with a 71 main shaft in it.
You've got a 71 main shaft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a longer main shaft, so it's a chopper he's doing.
He did say that it was a longer main shaft.
All right.
What do you think?
You know what I think. I showed you this stuff.
All right, I'm gonna call him on the phone.
Because he's, you know,
Yeah, something goofy's going on.
he's got his shit together.
Find a book. I'll call him on the phone, and I'll put him on speakerphone. He runs a cycle shop in Canada.
3-speed reverse, okay? It wasn't very popular. You gotta rev them up so much. And, you know, just not as much fun. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Yes, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Thank you.
Maybe he can shed some light on it that I can't. Hopefully you get signals in this place.
Yeah, you might have trouble getting the signal. Too much metal.
Hello?
Hey, Ralphie. It's Slick.
How you doing?
I'm standing here in Nick's Custom Cycles, and we're going through all his gears. I sent you a couple pictures, but that happened to be a 24 tooth for a 59A. Look at,
Is that right?
yeah. Can you explain exactly what you're trying? What transmission? What are you putting in it? What's going on? Because I have you on speakerphone here with Nick,
Yes.
and he says you got something crossed up here. What are you doing? Is this custom? What are you doing?
No, somebody sent me this transmission. It's the date codes on the transmission, top and bottom, are all 1965. It's definitely a 3-speed transmission because it has the ear in the bottom
Big
of it.
twin or 45?
Big
Big
twin.
twin?
He can hear you. Speakerphone.
Big twin?
Big twin, yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he's running a 70s and up main shaft, so it's sort of a mismatch of stuff. But the 3-speed stuff is still the same as going by the pictures that I had there that I sent Slick. And that was the only difference, was that some of the bushings, the newer pictures that you sent me, looked like they had a brass bushing in them, where mine didn't, and it took a race and a locking C-clip to hold it in place on the counter shaft, or the main shaft, I'm sorry.
Well,
So I didn't know whether one of the brass ones is machined and spaced, exactly the same, and then would take the clip and the spacer just as normal as mine is.
all right, you see the cluster that it engages with? The 59A and 59 was deeper, and it was a better gear because it didn't have the brass bushing. It was wider, and everybody changed their stuff over. Now, the cluster comes deep and shallow. 59 up is deep, so it goes in further, and the 58 down was shallow. All right, so the shallow one had the brass bushing. And I got 59A gears where they've saved the money and not ran a brass bushing, but just shaved them off. And so it would run against the cluster you already own. Okay?
Yeah. This was the transmission that was all together. Apparently, had been run.
Yeah. Does it have a reverse idler? Does it have a reverse idler in the bottom?
Yes, and that's what I mean. The case, even though the case is dated 65, it has that boss on the bottom for the idler gear.
Okay. All right. So it's drilled for the idler. You got the pin in the idler. Now,
Yeah.
it's not a ratchet lid. It's a hand shift lid, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and it has to have the right barrel in there too. The barrel has a big squiggly on one end. In other words, it's different than the barrels you
that's
used to
what's in
see
it.
on 4-speed. Okay,
Yeah,
now
I'm looking
here's
at
the
it.
problem. The gears that we got, and I only got one, it's a brass
Yeah.
bushing type, and it's got, 22 teeth?
Yeah.
and then the other ones are all 24 teeth. So,
Yeah.
you know,
It's got to be the 22 tooth one to match up with the other gears on the in there.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Ralph,
Of course. Yeah.
when I sent you the picture that I found on the internet with that brass bushing inside of it,
Yes.
the part number was off by like 2, like -36 instead of the 38 that you want.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you use that 36? What was your issue with
Well,
the?
the more I've been trying to look too slick, and that's what it seems to be, as what has been put out as the replacement gear for it. So, I expect, like I say, that brass bushing that in it has to be machine deep in there to take the washer and the C-clip to hold it in place. Right?
Listen, if you have, and I think you do, you got some late model stuff in there. On the cluster, all you would do is leave the brass bushing alone, you know what I mean? And make yourself up a spacer to take up the difference between 59A and the one you're going to be using. Because the cluster, you'd
in where that clip would go, you're talking about, Nick.
no, the clip's going to, yeah. The
spacer
clip's going to
and then
still
the
be
clip.
the clip's going to still be used in that washer, but put one on the other side, to take up the difference between what 59A would be a wider gear as it engages in the cluster there. You know.
And that's what that replacement part gear is with the brass, a 59 up gear, so to speak.
No, it's a 3-speed or 3-speed reverse gear, third gear.
Right.
Okay, and they came with a brass bushing along with everything from 58 and down had a brass bushing. Now 59, they eliminated the brass bushing. They made a one-piece gear, but you might be able to find what you want, but it's going to be pretty rare. In other words, you want 22 teeth and a deep to go in against the cluster, okay? So you could either change the cluster to the 58 and down cluster if it has the required teeth that you need, or was the thing in service at one time?
Yes.
It was in
It's
service.
been a running training.
Right.
Yes.
All right. So the gear,
So
the gear is 20.
Small gear cluster and stuff is matched there.
Okay. So the cluster would have most likely come in 2 different size teeth too. So
Yeah, I seen that. I seen when I was looking in there that there are 2 different sizes of it, but the other size was fitted up to the 24 tooth gear.
okay.
Right.
All right. So
See
you
what
got to
I'm
stay
saying
with
there?
you got to stay with 24 tooth. So that doesn't work.
22
20
tooth is what I'm
Well,
looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, well, 22 teeth. The number's not coming up in any book to verify that they made that 3-speed reverse gear that had the brass bushing in one that didn't have the brass bushing, which would be 59 and later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't have anything in front of me to compare to it, but I understand what you're saying.
Is the guy's gear missing, or it's broken, or what?
No, it was all together. It was all together when I got it. I'm just rebuilding it.
Okay, the gear that's in
That's
there
all.
when it was all together, what's its problem? What is the problem with that gear?
It's just where they mesh together that it's worn in that area.
Worn, meaning it looks bad. Went through the hardening. It went through the
From
hardening.
the clogs, yeah.
It went through the hardening. And that
It seems to be,
and that one is 22 teeth, and it has the 59A style where there's no brass bushing. Is that what you tell me?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
So it's a rare ass
Now,
gear.
in my book, they showed them for earlier years there, so I don't have something to compare the later years there.
All right.
just
Well, you
looking
know
at
what
my
I'm
knuckles.
you know what I'm telling you. In other words, that
Yeah.
the reason it's called a
Yeah.
59A gear is they eliminated the brass bushing in 59, and they made it deeper. But you could use this
And
one
made
that he's
it
getting.
deeper in there. Made it deeper in there to take the clip. and the washer.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Better
Okay,
support.
yeah,
Better
yeah.
support.
Yeah.
Lasted longer. But
Yeah.
you could use the one that he can get you brand new, but you got to put a spacer in first and then put the gear in and then the little washer and the clip. You know what I mean?
On the left side of it, you mean? Yeah.
I don't know right from left, but you
Right
know.
from left. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right,
No,
you're
I
looking
understand
at
what
it.
you're saying there.
You're looking
Yeah,
at it
yeah.
and you know how
So
it came
you're saying-
apart. That
Yeah. Put
59
another
eighths.
spacer. Yeah. Okay. You're just saying put a spacer washer on the back side of it.
That's
then put
right,
the gear in.
that's
then
right.
Put the other
That's
spacer and
right.
then the clip.
Right.
Okay, I got you. I got you there.
And
yeah.
that would put you back where you want to be. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ralph.
Yeah, it looks like that's what I'm going to be stuck with. So,
Yeah.
you know, that's
So-
the way it is with that old stuff.
Do you want one of the 22 teeth ones with the bushing in it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, mine is
Yeah.
used, so you're going to have to put a new bushing in it, and it's used. It's only so it's average. It ain't bad. It ain't good.
Yeah.
But he can get you a
Well,
brand new one on the internet.
Yeah, remember that picture I sent you of that new old stock one?
Yeah. Yeah. What were they worth? Slick, do you remember?
I think it's at $140. It was overseas too, so that's trouble.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Just leave it with me here, and I'll decide what I'm going to
Okay.
do. I'll have a good look at that other gear. Like, the guy's not saying that has to be imperative that has to be fixed, and this thing's
Yeah.
going to be with a sidecar driven
All right.
occasionally. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Think it over. I can stop back. I can stop back here after work another time. We're at lunchtime and grab you if you want the used 22
Yeah,
teeth.
no, if I change it, I'll put a new one in it.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
If I change it.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
listen,
I think that's
on
probably-
one more thing on the fun factor. We drive sidecar
Okay.
rigs, and 3-speed reverse is not as much fun to drive than a regular 4-speed. Okay, because you got to
Yeah,
wind it
yeah.
out so much, and then you wind it out. So
Yeah.
the fun factor
Yeah.
ain't there. But a little bit of pushing backwards, them fucking things push easy, even if you're half crippled. You can just lean on
right.
it and it'll roll. So
Well, that's
you know,
right. That's
run
right,
all that
yeah,
on your
yeah.
customer because you're still going to get paid to put it back together. You know what I mean? Tell them,
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
we can do this instead of that.
All right, Ralph.
Yeah, some things you got to look at. Some things you got to look at and say, you know, yeah, it's runnable. It's not perfect,
Yeah.
but it's runnable. You know.
Everything's
Yeah.
a trade-off. It's all trade-off.
That's right.
Ralphie, we're good.
Thank you very much.
Carry
Thank you
on.
very much, Nick. Appreciate it.
All right, he's about to eat dinner, so I need to go look around. So I'm gonna cut this off, Ralph. We can talk later tonight, and you think it
Alrighty.
over and come up with a decision
Yeah,
what you want to
I'll
do.
keep in touch there. Yes.
All right.
I'm sorry?
Thanks very much, Slick.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
no problem.
Carry on.
All right.
Nick said
Have a good
carry
night.
on. Hippie loves it when Nick says carry on.
Carry on.
Yeah. All right,
All right.
let's see.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I think there is one in Mount Hyatt.
All right, let's go explore that colony wall. So that was interesting. Nick knows his shit. So does Ralph. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the colony wall. Let's just make another pass through here. Oh, a lot of new old stock boxes here. It's hard to walk in here. Ooh. Nice. But I wanted to study this colony wall to see what he has. I don't know how much, if I'll leave it running in the video or not. So it might get boring to you guys, but I wanted to read some of the hardwares that he has. I rushed it last time I was here. rear brake caliper anchor. Oh, what is this for? The coil? No, safety guard mount. Yeah, I did. I put them on my flathead crash bar. Looked like the flathead coil mount. U-bolts. Generator screws. Generator screw kit. Good to know he has this kind of stuff for generators. Transmission main shaft, lock nut. Harley Big Twins, 36 to 91. Huh. Triumph oil tank fitting. Odd. Self-tapping oil plug transmission. Interesting. So there's brass seals I hate. For the intake manifolds. That's why I use the peak seals. Acorn stem nut. Big monster. There's that kit I bought for my center stands. There, cool. Man, it's cold in here. I bet your ass is starting to shiver. It is like a meat locker in here. He does not heat the entire place. Handlebar and nuts. Axle adjusters. Where's that chrome kit? Rear fender for FLH. There's an interlocking primary ring. Yeah, I got all that for the flathead. Huh. Again, I'm not going to show all of this because this video would be way too long. And I apologize if this bores you because I did film this not too long ago with Dave. Let me go hit up, I want to hit up the chicken coops. All right, let me go hit the chicken coops up. Oh, wow. Floorboard hinge bolt kit. Use amount floorboard footboards and buddy footrest on all 41 to 64. 41 to 84. This is regular. I would like to get this. I think I have a bunch of junk on my Shovelhead. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. All right. Let me try to get out of here. Base nut kits, chrome ones, cadmium ones. Cool. Cylinder base spacers. Yeah, all right. I filmed all that last time I was in here. Let me go outside. I want to look at something in the chicken coops. Oh. Oh. All the invaders. There's a whole bunch of them. Damn, he has a lot of them. I didn't realize how many he had. That's a wild one. It's like a wagon wheel. Super dangerous. I'm trying to look up and film and not trip over and kill myself. Damn, it's cold in here. Hang dead bodies in here. Let me hit the chicken coop up. Billy told me there might be an emblem in here I might want. All right. Again, I'm not going to dwell on filming in here, even though I stop and look. And I start getting sidetracked. There's all kinds of gears in here too. But Nick knew right where his good stuff was out that Ralph needed. He knows it ain't in here. I mean, you never know. Who the hell knows? You have to come digging through shit. Oh, jeez. Anyway, I'm cold. I can't win. The last time I came here, I was super hot, sweaty, and humid. And now, I'm freezing my little cannolis off. Oh. Let me see. About a fender. Not what Ralph's looking for. Definitely not. You need to come on a Saturday. This is after work for me, so there is limited time. Got an hour, like I said. Yeah, there's no way that I could find a really nice lid in here. I mean, I'm guessing, I don't know. That's the later style. Not what I need Rims out the ass. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Come on. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Oh. What do we got? What do we got over here? There's some fenders. No. That's wild. Wild bag with lights in it. I'm going to purposely get hurt in here and sue Nick for all his stuff. Oh, God. Come on, baby. All right, we're going to do a power round. Looking for a Duo Glide badge. Billy says he remembers there's one in here. Somebody's outside screaming and yelling. If it's going to be in here, it'll be back there in that fender piles. And I'm not going to have enough time. Nor desire. Oh, springers. To rummage through it in the dark, in the freezing cold. Sorry about my sniffles. It's from the cold, not my cocaine problem. Knock it off. Here you go, hippie. Oh my God, look at that seat. That's crazy. I found the starter and generator aisle. Whole bunch of starters and generators. Shit. Yeah, generators out the ass. All right. Let me circle back, do a little fender looking, and then I'd like to maybe do a speed run through the museum for you guys again. That's an ugly ass fat boy rim. Gas tank heaven. Any good tanks? Wow, look at that paint. Oh, lacquer. A horrible tour pack. And look, everybody that comment about those little rails, the little skis. I made a joke about being a ski for midgets. There they are on the tour pack mount. So you guys are correct. That we're up in Billy's house. Yeah, I'm not seeing no panhead fenders. I want to do a glide badge here. I'm not taking my time either. Damn, that's smashed. More lacquer paint. Oh, I got excited when I seen that badge. It's Road King. Plus, I better get out of here before they lock the chicken coop up. Yeah. All right, I'm not seeing it, but I didn't really get back here. Oh. Oh. Okay, here's more I haven't checked. Nothing. Front fender. FLH panhead. 58. I'm not seeing it. I would need Billy here with me if he knows where it's at. Rear fender. But you could walk right over something in this place and not even realize you missed it. And Billy, he's the type, he's like Mike Wolf. He will climb mountains to dig through parts. He is fanatical. All right, let me, oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. I wonder what Nick would want for this whole fender. Let's take this up to him. I don't know if that's going to clean up very well. Wait. What? No, fuck. Fuck. That's the later style with the R on it. I'm looking for the 58. Ah, dang it. I thought I got lucky there. There still could be one in here. Billy says there is. But I don't have the time. All right, let me speed run out of here. Ooh, almost got hit in the head with an exhaust pipe. It'd been better if it went in my mouth. So you know how I roll. All right, come on. Come on. Stop looking in boxes before I get locked in. I wonder if anybody's ever gotten locked in here right at closing time, because they put a valve stem in the door for a lock. Not that you couldn't break this door down, it's a rickety door. Whew, it's cold.
That's it. It's just us. Breathe. It's so cold. I'm gonna warm you up. It's so cold. It's so cold.
It's warm outside. It's in the 40s, but yet in here, it's got to be in the low 30s because of all the metal holding the cold in. So cold.
It's so cold. I'm gonna warm you up. It's so cold. It's so cold.
I feel like Ralph. A lot of interesting stuff. I haven't spent a lot of time with the carburetors. I would like to. Sportster. Yeah, cam covers. Oh man, see. I'm wasting time. I could be in here forever looking at shit. Man, I need hours. There's a lot of good stuff. And not so good stuff. Iron head rocket boxes. I wonder if they have any early ones. Yeah, here's one. Looks like a baby shovel. The later style has that cutout in it. All right. I'm out of here. Let me go ask him some questions, and then maybe I'll take you guys upstairs real quick. Just doing a quick speed round. I'll go upstairs real quick. I only have a half hour left. girders. All right. Let me get out of here. Let me get upstairs. Let me go buy my stuff.
What do you think about the plugs? We usually run Champions or lights.
It's just all stock takeoff parts. There's some frames. Now there's more colony stuff. Oh, I don't have the time. Let's speed round the museum. I gotta go home and meet up with Ski. I'm gonna finish up his bike tonight, possibly get it out of here. He can ride it, actually. The old boat tail. I would love to get in there, study his 58. I mean, I can, but again, I don't have time. Sorry, fellas. So many panheads. So little money to buy them all. Oh, maybe I can get in here a little bit. Well, actually, I do like Pee Wee Herman and knock all the bikes over. Oh, there's a chrome tins. What the deal is there? It's like the one Dave Minerva has that you seen in my pumpkin run video. Oh man, I would love to go down that aisle so I get a closer look. Oh my God, I keep hitting my head on these signs. I gotta get out of here. This is how he gets bikes up here. It's like an elevator. Again, just gonna blow through here. That's the Frank Fritz panhead from American Pickers. What the hell are these old things? Some type of testing stations. That is a slick iron head right there with the turtle tank on it. I'm not a fan of the turtle tank, but that one looks really good. And there's so many flatheads in this row. I would love to look at, study, because this is a 1940 like mine. Dang, I'd love to study it. Love to study it. Sportster row, KH, before the iron head. Yeah, this is like the RLs, VL. got a slab side hippie just sitting there. I would like to get it and personally build an FLH around it, all original. And then hippie would build a chopper around it. Preferences. You like what you like. Single down tube frame on that one. Does he have an XR 1000? All right, I'm thirsty. I'm going home. Ford track racer or dirt track. Those handlebars are wild. You could put a fat chick on your handlebars and run down the highway. They're very animated around here. He's got some shit. All right, I'm out of here. One day that knucklehead will be mine. All right, guys.
Pioneer Metal Finishing was the one over here.
Buddy down in Tennessee, he's got a chromer near him. He takes his stuff, he gets chromed real quick, and I'm like, man, I'm jealous.
Well, it used to be like that. The most I ever did at one time was 24 boxes, like milk crates of shit was up there. And it was such big business that they took and got robbed one year. In other words, they came in with sawed-offs and mass, and they robbed 90-some boxes of finished chrome, right? Now, my shit wasn't finished. It was just crap. So they didn't take it.
Lucky
you know what
you,
I mean?
yeah, lucky
and
you.
They took the guy's truck because they were running 2 or 3 shifts. You know what I mean? So they came in on second shift at night, and they found the truck. They stole the guy's box truck, filled up. You know what I mean? And they found the box truck in the Bronx.
Wow.
So who knows which club took that or whatever, but that's where it ended up. But it was such big business doing robberies on that shit.
I'll get out of here, let you guys get home. You close at 6, right?
More or less.
All right, thanks again.
All right, carry on.
Carry on. All right, guys, you carry on. So I head home to go play with bikes with Ski.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Speed Racer's back. So how was it?
Very good.
Quick, huh? It looked quick.
Yeah,
how were the
pretty
brakes?
fast.
How were the brakes?
Were perfect.
Brakes were perfect?
Brand new.
Cool. All right, let me see if I can get my old pig started up. Test that O-ring out before I end this video out. Let's see. Come on, girl. You can do it. Guys, is that a pretty bike? That's Morgan. That's how we roll. All right, guys. This video was unnecessarily too long, so I'm going to make this short and sweet. I got to give a quick shout out to Silver Nuts Garage because they laced me up with a 100-piece a couple weeks ago. So they're the sponsor of this here bottle as well. Thanks, Silver Nuts. Make sure you go check out my partner in crime, Hippie, from Hippie's Chopper Corner, and my good buddy Ralph up there in the North Pole. Go check those channels out. They're really good. So I'm going to end it here because I got to keep it short. But make sure you keep it slick out there. See you in the next episode. Later. Hey Paisley,
Hey,
what's your favorite YouTube channel?
Shovelhead Custom Cycles.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey Brooke, what's your favorite YouTube channel?
Shovelhead Custom Cycles.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, what's your favorite YouTube channel?
Shovelhead Custom Cycles.
Look what I found. Flathead with a blonde head.
Shovelhead Customs is the best.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't forget your back box.